Here's where we see the trend going. Your experience when you log into Netflix and what that looks like and feels like and that user experience and user interface is probably what YouTube's going to look like. You know, the homepage of YouTube was bigger thumbnails, interesting, strategically thinking about how would that influence your thumbnail design, was organization of videos, what's standing out. And so be thinking visual flow and be a consumer of YouTube. Like, try YouTube on different surfaces if you don't do that. Of course, the greatest homework of all time. Sean, my YouTube coach, told me to watch more YouTube, honey. I'm just doing my homework tonight. I'm busy. I'm doing my homework. What are you doing? I'm watching YouTube. But meaning, watch YouTube on your desktop. Get familiar with the interface. Update your YouTube app. Really click through, experience it. Watch YouTube on your TV. Figure out that experience. And you're watching it as a viewer, but letting that experience inform the wisdom and perspective you have as a creator, because it really will perhaps pivot your content strategy. Number 6, massive payout potential. I hear Jerry Maguire saying, show me the money. Although I don't think Jerry actually said that. It was the other guy. But here's what massive payout potential means. The quote from the report says, the YouTube Partner Program paid out more than $70 billion to creators from 2021 to 2023. YouTube ads. And I guess, you know, there's super chats and super stickers and channel memberships and other things included in there. But that's nuts. That's YouTube, owned by Google, cutting checks to creators like you. Well, Sean, I'm not monetized yet. Well, that's what you're here for. That's why it's a good idea to hit subscribe on the Think Media podcast, because we're going to get you monetized. The YouTube Partner Program paid out more than $70 billion. And so the YouTube economy itself is so massive, and there's a huge earning potential on the platform. And this continues to grow. In fact, at the time of recording this, it's just a wave. Like the recent numbers, it's actually really, really healthy right now. And YouTube isn't just a creative outlet or a hobby outlet. It's a financially viable business. And YouTube doesn't just support massive creators, but also micro niche creators that are generating real revenue through all these different ways that YouTube is supplying creators. Of course, YouTube ads is the main one, but YouTube has incorporated shopping, which would be affiliate marketing, merch and merch shelves, channel memberships, and they have whole teams devoted to this. So the future is bright for making money on YouTube. A couple action items. Create quality content and get monetized as soon as possible. Sean, no duh. That's like literally why I'm here. Yeah, I feel you, but like, I hope that this episode lights a fire to just be that much more strategic, to be thinking about, okay, I'm really going to focus on interest. I'm going to create quality content. I'm going to improve my game. I'm going to get to those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm going to unlock this monetization potential, but also, and this is our main message at Think Media, diversify your income streams. Because you don't even need to be monetized to start making serious money on YouTube. One of our students in our Video Reiki Academy program, Jen DeVore Richter, sent us an email when she was at 546 subscribers. So her channel was not monetized. And she sent us an email and she said, I just had my best week ever. I earned $11,000. Now, how'd she do it? Well, to be clear, she had created her own products and services. But that's how modern YouTube creators that are succeeding are thinking. They are thinking about taking their power back from the platform and saying YouTube is a chance to reach the right people, even just a handful of them, and then have the right monetization strategy. And there's so many different things you could do. Of course, you can do affiliate marketing from day one, even before you're monetized on YouTube. And there's a lot of other opportunities. In fact, on the third day of YouTube Jumpstart, we're going super deep into all of the newest and best ways to make money on YouTube, how to actually do it. We're going to be talking about the creator economy math, how to make big money if you have a small channel. So again, that's another one of the topics we'll be covering on the 3-day online event that's coming up soon. Number 7, podcasts and hybrid formats are growing. We're talking about 8 of the biggest takeaways from the Creator and Trends report. Here's the quote. YouTube has over 1 billion monthly active podcast users. Now, I don't know if they mean YouTube music podcast consumers, because let's break it down. If you want to start a video podcast, that is what this very show is. What's the difference of it being a podcast? Well, on the one hand, not much, because you upload a YouTube video, and if you're on YouTube consuming this, it's a YouTube video. But the difference is you check a box. You add it to a playlist that has this box checked that says, hey, this is a podcast. In doing so, you upload your podcast art and that episode is distributed to YouTube Music. So then I would imagine that YouTube could track that being 1 billion users, whether on YouTube Music or on YouTube Direct, the video version, maybe being just played in the background. Maybe you have YouTube Premium and you lock your screen like I do and listen to podcasts all day long in their video format, but you're just listening to the audio. The punchline is YouTube would know that those are podcasts because of the way you've uploaded them and optimized them and organized them. And it's got 1 billion monthly active users. It has been a fact for a while that YouTube is a bigger podcast platform than Apple and then Spotify. And of course, there's competitors. But then here's what's cool, is if you start a video podcast, optimize it properly, tap into the YouTube side of it, you then extract the audio, which we do out of this episode, and upload it to Apple and Spotify and Google Play and the other 15 places that I don't even know who listens to it there. But shout out if that's where you're listening to the Think Media podcast. Love and respect if you're on like SoundCloud or somewhere else. So why does this matter? Well, viewers use YouTube like Spotify. They watch, but they also listen passively while cooking and working out. And that's true even if it's not, quote unquote, a podcast. Many videos that are maybe educational, I will turn on and listen to, not just watch. Here's a couple action items. Start a video podcast. Even if it's solo episodes. This is a pretty cool case study. Like right now, I am talking in my home office to my camera by myself with we call it a battle station at Think Media. You know, I got my microphone and my lights on and whatnot, but some of you are on Apple or Spotify right now, and I'm in your ears, and I'm super pumped. If you're working out, go one more. Let's do another set. Let's do another rep today. You can push it a little further. If you're doing chores, so it doesn't have to be an interview show. There's a lot of different ways you could do it. You could do solo rounds. You could do interviews. You could get creative with it. You could invest in researching the different types of podcasts out there and how people are getting creative. They don't have to always be hour-long episodes or 3-hour episodes like a lot of podcasts these days, but they could be really short. They could have maybe some musical elements or different segments. You could get creative, but I am just a huge fan. The podcast opportunities are extensive, and video podcasting, in my opinion, is the only way to do it. Turn a camera on. Don't just do audio. And it's the ultimate format because you can then clip it for shorts. It's the most practical, I don't want to say easy, but simple way to do the barbell strategy that we already talked about, because your long form episodes logically get cut into shorts that can lead back to the long form episodes. So clip it for shorts, gives you other searchable and potential viral clips that could pop off on YouTube Shorts and then link back to the episode, but also be strategic. One of the questions I get a lot is, Sean, what even is a video podcast? Like, what's the difference? What does that mean? In my opinion, what that means is it means you're thoughtful about the audio consumption. So you want to optimize for audio optional consumption, meaning that there are certain video